Today on Morehead Today.
Jim Masterson. Also on the show, Professor Zeng. Also, Professor O. Guest Cody Pierman and the Knott Brothers. And your hosts of Morehead Today, Nate Merritt and Crystal Zhao.
Hi, and welcome to another Morehead Today. We're so glad you can be with us here again this week, and it's going to be a great show, I promise. Now, you all remember my co-host, Miss Crystal Zhao. She's going to be interviewing the guests today, two scholars and Mr. Jim Masterson.
Two scholars from Guangxi University. They are Professor Zeng and Professor O.
All right. And in reference to last week's show, guys, you don't have to worry. We're not going to be viewing anybody's packages this week, I promise. All right, Crystal, take it away.
Okay, after the commercial, we're going to interview Jim. Stay with us.
I'm so freaking bored. I cannot handle another hour of the Kardashians.
I wish we'd go bowling.
Me too.
Great.
Your wish has come true. Wilson Lanes, located inside a Laughlin Health Building on campus, has 6 lanes of pure bowling fun, and now with automated scoring. $2 per game and $1 shoe rental. How could you pass this up?
Hello and welcome to Morehead Today. I'm Crystal Zhao. Morehead State University has been in a relationship with Guangxi University for more than 10 years. During those years, the two universities have developed a good relationship. Each year, we have had 4 scholars from Guangxi University to visiting Morehead. And Morehead also has a scholar to visit Guangxi University as well each summer. Today, we welcome Dr. Jim Masterson, a member of the Department of Government at Morehead State University. He will share with us his experience. Thank you for coming today, Dr. Jim Masterson. It is always fascinating for me to know how an exchange program works between two countries and two different, completely different education systems. How would you please share with us your experience, and how do you think that's what's the purpose of this exchange program?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the exchange program, as you had said, has been going on for about 10 years now. So it's much older than my presence here. But I have been part of this program now over the last couple years, and have worked to bring scholars from Guangxi University to here. My involvement started in about 2010. I applied for an internal grant in Morehead to go to China to develop a study abroad plan. And one of the ways we could leverage that grant was not to just go over there and develop a study abroad program for our students, but to also pay a visit down to Guangxi University and at least reciprocate the scholars that we've been accepting from there with our presence down there. So I went down there, and ultimately I made Guangxi University my home for the study abroad program. But I also then became sort of the liaison between Guangxi University and Morehead State University for the visiting scholars that would come here. And so since that time, I went back then in 2011 with my students and Dr. Ernst, the chair of the history program, and we took 8 students with us. At that point, we met with officials from Guangxi University, and then we received here recently 5 visiting scholars from Guangxi University. Previously, last year, they sent us 4 visiting scholars, and one of the visiting scholars was from the International Education Department. So her and I actually could collaborate here on Morehead's campus about the study abroad program that we were going to endeavor that summer. So it was very fortuitous. The Visiting Scholars Program that allows us to send faculty and staff to each other's universities. And as we do that, we begin developing relationships outside of the Visiting Scholars Program because of that interaction.
How many visiting scholars from both sides come in the past?
Generally, Morehead receives 4 to 5 visiting scholars from Guangxi University each spring. Aside from that, we have a number of other visiting scholars from China, from Guangxi Normal and from Shanxi University as well. But from Guangxi, we accept about 4 to 5 each year. Mm-hmm. And we send only a smattering of visiting scholars to China. Certainly I was there recently, and Dr. Ernst went last year as part of the study abroad program, and I think Dr. McCoy and Dr. Andalora also have visited Guangxi University as sort of part of this visiting scholar program. But there hasn't been nearly as many scholars from Morehead going to Guangxi as they have come here.
Why do you think there is such a difference in the number of participants on each side?
Yeah, well, I wish we could all be China scholars, but we can't. We serve an important role for Guangxi University, and that is they send members of their English faculty to Morehead to develop their English speaking skills, listening skills, comprehension skills. Currently, 4 of the 5 visiting scholars come from the English department at Guangxi University. As far as Morehead scholars going there, there's only a smaller number of us that are interested in China as an academic focus. For instance, I'm a scholar of international relations, and I do political economy in East Asia. And so my interests naturally lie with China and its rise. So that's why I go there. And I think other scholars have an interest in China as well, but just not the same amount that have an interest in coming here.
Okay, you have said that the scholarly exchange program was very successful in the past. I understand that you have expanded this program from exchange of the scholars into exchange of students as well. So what motivated you and Morehead State University to begin exchanging students as well as scholars?
Yeah, it's a great question. When we were down there last summer, one of the things we noticed is that there's a lot of Chinese students that want to study at Morehead State University. And part of the dialogue then that we began to exchange was, how do we bring students? I brought this up in 2011, and we did not have an exchange agreement for students at that time. And then we went back in 2012, and when we came back in 2012, they were ready to send the agreements, and we received the agreement, got it signed. I think our students benefit from that diversity, and I know they have a lot of demand for students that come here. So it's really a mutual exchange, a win-win situation. We need to diversify our campus, grow our enrollment, and we can do that with the demand from China at this point.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing with us your observations. We're going to take a break. When we come back, 2 scholars from China are going to share with us their experience. Stay with us.
Eagle Trace Golf Course is just minutes from Morehead, Kentucky, right off the Sharkey Farmers exit. Bring your friends and family for a fun and affordable round of golf. The course features a driving range, putting green, and a special discount for MSU students. Call 606-783-9073 to arrange your tee time or group outing.
Morehead State University's Kentucky Center for Traditional Music houses the fastest growing traditional music program in the world and offers a great opportunity to study bluegrass, old-time country, and Celtic music at Morehead State University. Access a unique archives of traditional music and experience entertaining and educational performances, lecture demonstrations, and workshops. Study and enjoy much more of our mountain musical culture right here at Morehead State University.
Thanks again to Dr. Jim Masterson for bringing us his wonderful experience. Now, I want to introduce you two Chinese scholars. They currently visit Morehead. They are Professor Zeng and Professor Ou. Thanks so much for coming to our show today. Would you please introduce yourself first?
My name is Ou Jingyu. I'm an English teacher, teaching college students in Guangxi University, the students of non-English major.
I'm Zeng Wei from Guangxi University. We are in the same college and we are teaching English as a second language for non-English majors.
How long you guys have been here and how long you will visit at Morehead?
We have just arrived here several weeks ago and we will be here for to the end of this semester.
Yes.
You are the same group, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Before you're here, I know you are you're all the professor. So how would you compare the university teaching between China and the U.S.?
Okay, thank you, Crystal, for this question. And how I think it is a very big topic for us, and even the expert have to write a book on it. And anyhow, I'm very glad to share my points of view with you. And it's really different between Chinese university and American university. And you know, before we arrived here, we were thinking that American university students enjoy the very relaxing and carefree campus life without too much course load. But however, when we stay here for 1 month observation to different classes, various academic events, we found it is not true. Actually, American students are very busy with their work. They work hard in all kinds of assignments, such as preparing for the papers after reading books and some class presentation, and so on and so forth. Actually, in China, Chinese students work very hard, but especially before the final examination. You know, the Chinese teachers pay more attention to the textbook and final examination. So every student have to work very hard to get a higher score in the finals. So that is why we see so many differences between them. And also I noticed that the American teachers encourage students to talk and discuss more in class. But in China, students prefer to listen to teacher more. And it seems that they enjoy taking notes and thinking alone. And one more remarkable difference between the two, I think, is that the class size. I mean, in China, we usually have a larger class, that is 45 students or more. But here in Morehead State University, you have smaller classes. Actually, the two have some characteristics, and I hope in the following days we will experience something more exciting. I do hope that.
Oh, okay. I know the spring break is going to coming soon. Do you guys have any plan for spring break?
Yes, we joined a mission trip.
Oh, okay.
To Florida.
To Florida.
This trip is organized by the Methodist Student Center at MSU. So in Florida, we are going to assist the church to serve the homeless people For example, giving them food and clothes, something like that. And also we will assist the church to work in the church's clothing pantry and their food pantry, and also anything else the church needs from us when we live among them.
Thanks so much for sharing with us your wonderful experience. I wish you all have a good time when you are here at Morehead.
Thank you very much, Crystal.
Thank you.
When we come back from the commercial, Nate will be with us with today's musician. Stay tuned.
The Morehead State University Space Science Center has been established to provide a research and educational facility with state-of-the-art laboratories for undergraduate students in space science. The Star Theater located inside functions as a classroom and public entertainment room featuring laser light shows and 3D movies. To contact the Space Science Center, call 606-783-2381. For events in the Star Theater, call 606-783-9593.
Yo, what? You should try this.
What?
This is amazing.
Fired Up Grill. Burgers any way you want them. Located in the Adrian Dorn University Center. Come get a better burger today.
All right, welcome back to Morehead Today. Standing here with the Knott Brothers. Guys, what are you going to be playing for us?
We're going to play a tune called 9-Pound Hammer.
All right, take it away. The Knott Brothers.
This 9-pound hammer, it's a little too heavy, buddy, for my side, buddy, for my side. Well, I'm buddy, must roll slow. How can I roll when the wheels don't It's a long way to Harlan, it's a long way to Hazard. Just get a little brew, Lord, Lord, get a little brew. But I'm buddy, let's roll slow. How can I roll when the wheels don't Well, when I'm long gone, won't you make my tombstone out of number 9 coal, out of number 9 coal? Well, roll on, buddy, let's roll slow. How can I roll when the wheels don't go? Well, I'm buddy, don't roll slow. How can I roll when the wheels don't go? How can I roll when the wheels don't go?
Hey, what's up? I'm looking for a book, and all I see are numbers and letters. I think those are class numbers. Oh.
Need a book or school supplies? Come see us at the University Bookstore, located on the bottom floor of ADUP.
So you want to race?
Yeah, man, you're on. How'd you beat me here?
I took the MSU bus.
MSU bus, with hours from 6:40 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Don't forget to ride the bus.
Hi, and welcome back to Morehead Today. Our next guest is our own assistant director. He's also a student here at Morehead State, and he's part of the Not Brother Band because they are indeed not brothers. Please welcome Cody Pierman. Cody, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Cody, tell us what you are majoring in here at Morehead State, first off.
Well, I'm actually just switched to a digital media production major from a music major. I was a music major for my first 3 semesters here. So.
And that's kind of where your music playing comes in to play, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Well, how long have you been playing?
I've been playing for about 7 years. I got my first guitar when I was 12 years old, and then I ended up picking up banjo shortly after that.
So what all instruments do you play? Guitar, banjo, probably mandolin?
I play mandolin, bass as well.
Bass, okay, great. Now, I see that a lot of these Kentucky traditional music players play in a lot of different bands. Is there a format to this, or is it just kind of random, you guys get together, or is it really hard to just pick up and play with other people, or is there a certain group you play with that's easier for you?
Well, see, the thing about bluegrass musicians is they're constantly wanting to play with new people. They're always wanting to jam, go out and just randomly play with random people and stuff like that. We have a set number of traditional tunes, which the 2 tunes that I'm playing today are just 2 standard traditional tunes, so the group can pick up on them easily. And the idea, if we want to have a career in music, you want to be well-rounded in just about everything, so you can just go and get it, go into a studio and, never hear this song before, but it's in this particular style and these particular chords, and be able to sit down and play on this record. And it's just job security and all that. That's why I learned so many instruments and trying to better myself as a musician that way.
So it's not too hard to adjust when you go into a group of new guys?
Because that's how we train ourselves to do that. And it's kind of just a fun thing just to go around and go to these different festivals. And a lot of times I go to a music festival, I don't even listen to the bands there. I pay the money to go in, and I just jam with the random musicians around there in the parking lot.
Wow, well, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So is there any a particular artist or anybody that's inspired you to follow your dreams like this and to play bluegrass music?
Well, my grandpa originally got me into bluegrass music. He taught me how to play guitar originally, and I guess I have tons and tons of artists that are real inspirations to me. But as far as the top, I'm a real big fan of Jim Mills. He used to play banjo for Ricky Skaggs,
right?
And I'm also another big influence to me is Clay Hess, and he teaches at Kentucky Center of Traditional Music. He was also part of Ricky Skaggs and Kentucky Thunder for a while, and he played guitar for him. He's teaching over there, and it's just a great experience to be able to learn from a musician of that caliber here in college, and be able to go out and play different shows. We played in Tennessee this weekend, Bristol, Tennessee this weekend, and it's just a great experience to be able to go out and play, for college credit.
Right. Right, so this counts as credit and fun, right? I mean, it's the best of both worlds, really.
Yeah.
Well, all right. That is all the time we have with Mr. Cody Pierman today. We thank you so much for being on the show. Thanks. And when we come back, more from the Not Brothers Band. Stay with us.
Become a multimedia production major. We provide skills development for using technology to create audio and visual messages for use in all digital media. The program is designed to help students become highly marketable candidates for careers that include radio and television production, digital cinema, narrative and documentary filmmaking, news production, and audio and video production.
Morehead State Career Services offers services and resources to partner with you in your career decision-making process with things like MSU JobLink, individual career counseling, Eagles in Flight certification program, and the Suit Bank. Don't forget about our career fair, March 13th in the Krager Room of ADUC from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Add Beaker Bucks to your Eagle card today. Do not text or talk on the phone while driving. Do stop at all stop signs and red lights on and off campus. Do not back out of a parking spot without looking behind you. Do yield at all crosswalks. And as always, click it or ticket. It's the law.
And it's time we come to a close again here at Morehead Today. We'd like to thank our guest Jim Masterson and the scholars.
A scholar from Guangxi University, Professor Zeng and Professor Ou.
And we'd like to thank you, the viewer, once again for joining us this week. I know there's plenty of other things you could have been doing, but you were right here, and we appreciate that. Don't forget to check us out on YouTube and to email us if you have any comments or suggestions about the show. Once again, I'm Nate Merritt, and that is Morehead Today.
Thank you.